Welcome back to the Cult Film Showdown, where we put the creep in Creepshow. My name is James Cotta, and we are looking at the Shudder TV original Creepshow from 2019. I'm joined in this adventure by Nick Boxer.
Hey-o, I'm the Monster Kid. How about you?
I love me my monsters. Was able to recover my glow in the dark creature from the Black Lagoon figure recently. The last time I visited my family, so I thought that was lost to the ages. Also, Jack Hall is here.
So I've continued to work on our theme song, and I've taken in all your advice, and I listened to all the letters and the comments on YouTube and Instagram that we get for the episodes. And here's what I have now. It's a hip hop version.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it goes Cult Film Showdown. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a beatbox track behind that, and you're there. Yeah. Yeah. First thought, best thought. That's what I always say.
That hurt. My breath. And I do mean breath.
Some people think first thought, best thought is just about getting originality. For me, it's about being lazy.
Well, then I'm your guy. Hey, I'm available also to write your theme song for your podcast out there.
That's right. And it's piecemeal work. He does not pay. It's not by the hour, so don't think you're getting off easy that way. Charges in minimums of 1 hour, even if it takes 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's 1 hour worth of quality is the thing. It's all about the quality, not the quantity.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's what I say when I've handed my first draft of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're talking Creepshow.
Creepshow. This is season 2, episode 1. 2-story episode, Model Kid and Public Television of the Dead. Nick, tell us about Model Kid.
Sure, Model Kid is about a kid. And you know what? He builds models.
Yeah.
Him and his mom are going through a little bit of a tough time. She is dying, and I think, or we don't know for sure. Well, yes, we know she's dying for sure because she dies. But he absorbs a lot of his sadness and stress with building model kits and watching old movies. And when she does die, he is passed along to her sister's family. And she's shacked up with Uncle Jeff, I think his name is. And he's a real piece of shit and tries to get the kid to be a man and leave all the monsters behind. And guess what? The monsters come to life and, befriend the kid and take care of the situation.
Uncle Kevin, played by Kevin Dillon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Uncle
Kevin. They went the Tony Danza route with naming.
It really doesn't matter because, this one is just watching the Universal monsters coming to life and helping out a kid and ripping apart, a badass uncle or just a bad jerky uncle. There's suspense is not what this one's about. We get awesome versions of the Frankenstein monster, the Gill Man, and the Mummy in this. It's just a lot of fun, and the model kits that are recreated here are kind of awesome.
Yeah, I wish they'd re-release some of these model kits. They're so legendary. I'm sure there's like a $300 version you can get now. I love that this one is one of the little notes is that the boy, his name is Joe Aurora, and Aurora, of course, was the company that made those model kits, and you knew that. I know Nick knew that. Usually, like, we've seen a few of these now, these 20, like, they're 20-25 minutes per story, and like, they're pretty solid as far as their storytelling. This one's the first one that really leaned into tropes to carry the weight of the storytelling. Because his mom is like, she's getting chemo. She tucks him into bed, and then she's walking towards the stairs, coughs, and there's blood on the handkerchief. I'm like, oh my God, really? You did the blood on the handkerchief? Cut to funeral.
So true. This is like a sped up version of a Stephen King novel. Stephen King, of course, are taking the first 400 pages to get to that point, but
That's right.
it's like an 80s sped up version of a Stephen King novel. So
That's right. we would have known a whole lot about Joe's mom and his aunt and them growing up together, and
yeah,
that time that she saw blood on a handkerchief, and it was so traumatic that later when she sees it, Kevin Dillon is also just exactly the character that is used in so many things, including Creepshow, including the Creepshow movie,
true.
of the gonna make a man out of this kid by destroying all his toys.
Yes,
They
he's too
they did
soft. He's not. He's yeah, exactly. He's gonna he likes the monsters. He's gonna get rid of all the monster stuff. The Kevin Dillon character, Uncle Kevin, destroys one of the toys that was given to him by his mom, and that he's working on one of the models. All sorts of stuff. I mean, he is really to say he's the least well-rounded character in the history of fiction, maybe pushing it, but may not be as well. Like, there's literally no reason. He's just a dick. Like, that's it.
There's probably about 10 different movies that you could pretend that this is the grown-up version of the character Kevin Dillon played in the 80s.
Yeah, there's a bully kid in this too, and I'm like, I think that was Kevin Dillon. I think they just used him when he was young. I think they just took some old footage and. Yeah.
He didn't tear posters off the wall though. Like that's a classic
True.
have the kid grow up thing. Where you tear one poster off the wall and the next time you see the room it's completely empty.
True. He said, let's get rid of all this. But the next time they went into his room, he had everything that he hadn't bothered to break that day still in there.
Yeah, that's right. He took out one small box of stuff. That's just how lazy Kevin is. Uncle Kevin doesn't even have the drive to be a proper bully.
Yeah. The only thing they did to give him any depth was to explain why he's so angry is that they said, he's lost his job basically and he's not getting it back. But still the wife is the aunt character. Nice. Almost the exact same character as the mom now that I think about it. Just an aunt instead. And not sick. Not coughing up blood into a handkerchief. Other than that, pretty much the exact same.
Yeah, you take the Universal monsters out, it's basically a Twisted Sister video.
It's so true. It's so true. That's basically exactly what it is. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, no, it's I mean, the highlight for me is when they're showing or especially the first time we see the Gillman character, the creature from Black Lagoon, their Gillman character, and the Frankenstein monster, and it's in the black and white, and we're in the like as the kid is watching the TV, we're in the movie with it and seeing all this stuff going on, and it's like super well done. Like the effects on the suits and everything like that, and just the way again it's shot in the black and white, and it was really cool. Later it has, I think, is it Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein? Is that the
Yeah.
yeah, she's watching that or something, or he's watching that when she dies, or they're watching it together or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is just like if you love the Universal monsters or respect them or like the really good makeup job, like it's definitely their own creatures, but clearly based on the Universal monsters. Like that's the highlight of this episode for me. Other than that, it's like I mean, let's face it. I mean, Uncle Kevin's a dick, but at the end when the kid is using the monsters to exact his revenge, it may be you're going. I'm sitting there literally going, this little kid's a psycho. Like this little kid.
That was a neat twist. That was a neat twist that the kid he's not just looking to get his uncle beat up.
No.
Yeah, no, I actually found the twist ending, after Kevin's gone, and the aunt comes in to console the kid, and then she's left in a very ominous place, and I was sort of like, this isn't what I was signed up for.
No.
Because she's
No.
not
I'm like,
when we leave her.
I am not cheering for the kid by the end. Like you're cheering for the kid the whole way through, and then like at the end, you're like, oh, this kid's like gonna murder other people in his life. Like this kid's gonna kill a lot of people for fun. This kid liked it, and I mean, and he didn't just kill.
Yeah.
Well, that bully kid's like this because he's not just killing Uncle Kevin. He's literally getting the monsters to pull him in half. Like you see a shot of the upper torso and the legs, and then the guts and everything hanging out, and it's like, spoiler alert again. We hope you watch this ahead of time, but but yeah, like it's insane what level of evil the kid turns out to be.
Oh, I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
You don't have to be original to be good, so strong entry.
All right, well, the second half of this episode is Public Television of the Dead. Nick, Public Television is up.
Oh, yeah.
Ask for money at the end, too.
I'm not expecting this one, man. This has to be the funniest, greatest half hour I've spent on TV in years. This takes place at a public broadcasting station, and you have all the public broadcasting shows. You've got Shirley and Lamb Chop clone. You've got Bob Ross. You've got Antiques Roadshow, all doing their generic versions. And some guy played by Tim Ryan brings the real Book of the Dead from the Evil Dead movies to the public broadcasting station. And you know what? They unleash the Deadites. And they start killing all the public broadcasting people. I did not know I needed to see Bob Ross badassing it against Deadites, but I did, and it was great, and I loved it.
Ted Raimi in the credits just as Ted Raimi. That's the name of the character.
That is the name of the character.
Like, where'd you get this book? Oh, it's a family thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's Ted Raimi. I mean, that's the thing is like this is not like original in any. You say you didn't have to be original to be good last time. There's nothing original here either. It's just like, hey, we love this movie. We love we love Evil Dead 2 and Sam Raimi's movies, and we're just gonna lean into it, and we're gonna lean into it hard and just do that, and we're just gonna make it.
This is a legitimate entry, as far as I'm concerned, in the Evil Dead franchise.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Fit this in right before as a palate cleanser before you get into Ash versus the Evil Dead. Great effects. They really they didn't make any. They were not worried about making the Deadites look like Deadites. They're full on. But yeah, that twist that the Bob Ross character is a Vietnam vet who uses painting to get over to work on his PTSD, and is just like an insanely violent guy who's and he's getting canceled because Mrs. Bookberry, just a hoe bag, she wants to have that 4 o'clock time, that 3 o'clock time slot, and they know that whatever version of art of painting that they they called it can't survive any other time but the 3 o'clock time slot, which I thought was hilarious. that that you just got to cancel the show like that day.
By the way, the Mrs. Bookberry character, you think Mrs. Bookberry is a made up name, but her real name, Coley Campany. That's the actor's real name. You're like, that sounds more made up than most Bookberry. Yeah, like this was it's a blast. It's like I say, it's Evil Dead like, so I mean it's fast. I mean it's 25 minutes or whatever, or 20 minutes or whatever it is in that range between that. And it just runs at you 100 miles an hour, tons of gore, tons of funny lines, tons of uh, great camera shots, directed by the creator of Creepshow, the TV series, uh, Greg Nick Otero. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't even know really what to say about it because everything you say about it is it's great. It doesn't even have moments where you're like, "Oh, that makes me laugh because it's WTF," like we sometimes see. It just makes me laugh because it wants to make me laugh because it's succeeding.
It even has those weird little moments. Like we didn't need the puppet talking to the woman telling her that she needs the 3 o'clock time slot. No, that was creepy and worked and was totally deadite free.
True, I suppose.
Yeah, there's not too much to say about this one because it just kind of runs off. Like it's not a there's not a lot. There's character development's not a big feature. Um, it's an Evil Dead side project.
Yeah, I mean, Evil Dead's are what, like 80 minutes long?
Yeah, exactly.
This is like 20 minutes long. Like it just, but it manages to fit in an equal amount of character development as what you get in the 80-minute movie, and an
Mm.
equal amount of special effect shots and gore, almost. And like yeah. I think you said it best there, Nick, when you said that it's part, you don't consider it to be canon. You consider this to have happened within the universe.
All right,
Yeah,
well
I looked,
that's
but somebody who had never seen an Evil Dead movie thought of this episode. There's probably 75% of like the references and jokes are not going to hit.
That's
Yeah.
true, actually. You know what? This is for people who've seen. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen in Army of Darkness or Evil Dead 2, in particular Evil Dead 2, then this is gonna just fly right over your head.
I think if you've made it all the way to Shudder, though, you like
You've seen that.
it's a pretty
I think
decent
you're right.
chance.
I feel you're right. That's true.
This this may self-correct. Uh, You've been listening to the Cult Film Showdown. You can find the Cult Film Showdown on YouTube and on your favorite podcast app. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of those things. It really helps us get the word out about the show. You can also support the Cult Film Showdown on Patreon at the Cult Film Showdown.
Yeah. So what do we
All
got
right.
coming up next episodes?
Next time, we have we'll be doing season 4, episode 3, Parent Death Trap, and To Grandmother's House We Go.
To Grandma's house we go. To Grandma's house we go. Hi ho, here she's such a hoe. To Grandmother's house we go. Couldn't come up with anything else that rhymed.
There aren't as many grandmother jokes as there are mom jokes, and I think that's a pity.
That, you know what? It is true. My favorite one though is the one oh man, when I was raised, my mom couldn't breastfeed me, so my grandmother did. You know, and don't look at me that way. It's not weird or anything. It's just to this day, I still like milk past its expiry date. Great stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, you know what else is coming up in the future? Apparently, from what I understand,
Hmm.
a return to the octagon.
That's right.
That's true.
We have not scored a movie in about 3 years, I think. Maybe longer, but I think it's 3 years since we scored anything.
Yeah.
Um, because our old pal Stanadu has been traveling the world like Kane from Kung Fu, and he is finally in a place with enough cell phone reception that he can join us for an episode,
Yeah.
or 8 or 6. We'll see. Um, I think the chances are for longtime listeners, the chances are probably slim that we'll get back to the season we announced
Oh,
when
there's
Stan was on.
been no chance. No chance.
so, so we'll do some noodling. Uh, and if there's a movie that you've thought of as you listen to these episodes, that I know I've gotten some suggestions over the time. If there's something that you think we have missed that needs to be considered in the Octagon, let us know on YouTube. That's the best way to get a hold of us, or on Instagram. And we're always looking for fun new things and trying to find a movie that no two of us have seen is hard enough. Trying to find something that is pretty new to all of us is uh, quite a chore.
Yeah. But it is Xanadu who's coming back, not Brad.
That's right,
Yeah.
Brad. Um, well, I mean, we haven't talked about Brad in a while. Tragically, Brad was in a violent kazoo accident and has not been able to speak since.
Yeah.
Uh, it's
His voice is still missing in action. So
yeah,
Mr.
that's
Doc
right.
will not be joining the show.
I mean, we thought about having him come back. He could do our theme song.
He could. He doesn't even need to get. He doesn't even need to hold the kazoo because of the accident.
Hmm.
Like it's already embedded in his throat,
Yeah,
and he breathes through it.
yeah,
And so he'll be sitting there trying to talk, and while he tries to talk, these little kazoo sounds come up, and he'll be like,
yeah,
"Hello, how are you?" And yeah,
yeah.
terribly
He,
annoying.
he goes
Not good
for a
on a
jog and all the
podcast.
he goes for a jog and all the windows around the neighborhood break.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Of course, when I go for a jog, all the windows around the neighborhood close because they don't want to see the blinds shut. They don't want to see that.
the amount I can jog, they don't have that much time.
Yeah, I'm often told to close my blinds at home. It's like, you
I got
know,
cur- I got curtains in front of my mirror.
and we don't want to see that. Awesome.
All right, we'll talk to you next time.